from Studio B in the Communication Building at Olivet Nazarene University. It's Tonight at Olivet with Jack White.
Tonight's guests include Spoons for Forks and Sports Information Director Wendy Reed.
Here's your host, Jack White.
Hey everybody. Hey, good evening everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm your host, Jack White. How's everybody doing? Good. High energy with no studying. Sounds like a great audience. A man in Germany saw a zucchini in his yard and naturally thought it was a bomb left over from World War II. When he looked out the window, he spotted a massive 16-inch zucchini and, as is common in Germany, thought it was a piece of unexploded weaponry. This is not the first time the 81-year-old has gotten the police involved with his vegetable mistakes. In 2014, he worked with officials to bring down a reported arms dealer in the area, but it turned out to just be a farmer's market. One woman in Florida was charged with a DUI and animal neglect after she was seen by several different witnesses riding a horse down a busy highway while intoxicated. This goes to prove the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make his owner quit drinking. An ex-boyfriend sent an impressive barrage of 144 insulting text messages in only 3 hours, which violated a no-contact clause of a restraining order put in place by his former girlfriend. The judge dealing with the case ordered the man to handwrite 144 complimentary notes as punishment, and they could have no repeating words. This rule proved progressively difficult when he used words like the and you in the very first note. By the end of the note writing, he had to pick up 2 new languages to finish all the notes with different words. After being bullied for many years, an internet musician was noticed and invited to the home of his favorite singer, Taylor Swift. I would just like to say that I'm now accepting applications for people to be so mean to me that I can hang out at Taylor's house also. For my next story, I want to quote Huffington Post directly. A mother in Wisconsin is facing felony charges of reckless endangerment after she allegedly strapped her 9-year-old son to the top of a minivan on top of a plastic pool. Now, whatever that means, it's obviously a bad thing. But HuffPost picked maybe the worst phrasing possible to tell us about it. So I wanted to illustrate a few different possibilities of what that could have meant. So, ladies and gentlemen, the whiteboard. Okay, so here's what we know. We have a minivan, a 9-year-old, and a pool. So option 1 is that we have a 9-year-old strapped to the top, and to hold down a pool that he's inside of is about what I'm understanding. They cut holes in the bottom of the pool to strap him entirely to the minivan and transport it, seeming like that was their best option. Option 2, we have the minivan in question and the 9-year-old on top, as we said, but the straps are a little too big. We put the pool at the bottom to make sure that the 9-year-old is secure, because apparently this mom's van is just so full of stuff that we had to let the 9-year-old sit on top. Pools are cheap. This seems like a sound method to me. One other option that I suppose could have happened, because there's just a lot wrong with this, we have the very same minivan. Mom straps the 9-year-old to the top and then straps 2 straps on either hand, holding the pool in a position like this. So he's strapped, the pool's strapped to his hands, similar to when a parachute will come out of the back of a really fast car to slow it down. So not only making this maybe the worst decision for parenting of this year, but also the least aerodynamic minivan since the early 90s. We've got a great show for you tonight. Case Kerner and John Mathey from Spoons for Forks will be stopping by and giving us some great improv tips. And Wendy Reed will also be here to give us a rundown on ONU's athletics. You don't want to miss it.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Every day, artists lose their earnings to internet pirates. 2.7 billion in worker earnings is lost every year. Don't be that guy. Support artists. Don't pirate music.
As most of us know, Olivet has a special page dedicated to the love spreading throughout campus. Tonight, we're here to show you some of the people who have received such adoration from ONU's secret admirers.
Drew Lehman. Wow, what a man. You're easily one of the hottest guys on this campus, and so talented too. I can't believe a guy like you is single. Keep it up, hot stuff. Winky face. You said it, not me.
Lucy Hauser, your curly hair is like cotton candy to my soul. I really hope this person is a fan of cotton candy.
Weston Edwards, you have a wonderful head of hair. It really goes wild about midday, and it's nice. It complements your personality well. HMU.
Stephanie DeLeonardo, we've only had a few conversations, but it seems like you're just an amazing girl and cute too. Like the page says, a secret admirer. Oh, that's really sweet. I'm flattered.
Landon Jones, I want to pet your hair all day. Girl who misses her dog. I pet my hair all the time to remember my dog too.
Dearest Weston Edwards, you are a gorgeous man. Sincerely, most definitely, a girl. Maybe a junior. Might just be Zach Temez. Who knows, really? All I know for sure is you are gorgeous. PL, please comment with more compliments for Weston.
Elijah Svoboda, I like you a lot. You make me happy, you make me laugh, you're smart, you're different, you're a little crazy and awkward, and your smile alone can make my day. Thank you very much.
I hate that half of the student body is in love with Weston because same. And by half of the student body, I mean all of the women. He's special, ladies. No need to fight to the death, or do. May the odds ever be in your favor.
Dakota Hen, dang boy, you and your reptiles are fine. You darn right we are. We are.
Landon Jones, you look like Tom Riddle. I dig it. A Harry Potter fanatic. I really don't know how to respond to this. I kind of do look like him.
To the cute camera guy in the far left part here, you're the reason I drag myself to chapel twice a week. Don't need my glasses to see that hot stuff. Smiley face with the eyes, with hard eyes. I didn't realize I was Mr. Hot Stuff, so this is news to me.
Weston, I feel like I've been in a one-sided relationship with you forever now. I wish we could hang out sometimes. Friends is all right, I guess. You'll never guess. It's probably Caleb Sawansky.
Dear guy with the pink pineapple backpack who owns all the reptiles, if you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple. That's pretty descriptive.
Dear Landon Jones, those blue suspenders make your eyes sparkle like a blue summer day. That's pretty much all I have to say. Let's catch a train. Your secret admirer. My eyes are hazel.
Amy Krush, you're so hot like fire. I saw you walking around town in that pug sweater and thought, dang ma, thanks, I got out Goodwill.
Dear Eston Wedwards, you're not that cool, especially because my best friend's in love with you. Annoyed.
Weston, your golden locks are like Rapunzel's hair, but at the end of the movie, short and sweet. A lot of ease in there. And now I'd like to welcome our first two guests this evening. They're members of the improv group on campus, Spoons for Forks. Ladies and gentlemen, Case Kerner and John Matthey. Hi guys.
Hello.
Great to have you on the show. We're all good friends, So it's great to have them here with us. So what is Spoons for Forks, for those that may not know?
Spoons for Forks is Olivet's improv comedy group. We have about 4 shows every semester. We just do game-based improv, and it's awesome.
Nice. So the two of you have been on Spoons for Forks for a few years now. How many?
I think it'll be 3 by the
yeah,
end.
this is the 3rd. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What inspired the two of you to join?
Well, for me, it was my sophomore year. I'd taken a couple improv classes just here and there before, and when I heard that Olivet had a group, I was like, oh, I'll try it out. And then I went, and I tried out, and had fun. And then I made it.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had done some improv back in high school, but not very much. Actually, my RA, my first year here, was on the team.
Okay.
So he was the one who invited me to a show, and it just looked like a lot of fun. And I figured, whatever I can do to spend as much time in Wisner as possible, I'm up for it.
Wisner is the best building on campus,
Yeah,
without a doubt.
by
Oh.
What could somebody that's interested in getting involved with Spoons for Forks do? It sounds like you both have gone through the process since you're on the team.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one audition every semester. It's pretty easy. You just have people come in, play some games, just typical stuff to see how you work on a team, if you take direction well, that sort of thing.
Sure.
It's good.
So are there any special rules or anything that you guys as Spoons for Forks members have to abide by, whether that be improv, personal, team structure, whatever?
Just, we have 2 practices every week. We have about, shows, be there, have a good attitude, be there for your team. Under absolutely no circumstances ever can we ever tell anyone what the meaning of Spoons for Forks is, so stop asking.
Yeah. So next question, what is the meaning of the name? So independent of Spoons for Forks, what would you say would be a good starting tip for someone looking to get into improv in general?
Well, I mean, outside of coming to shows and stuff, which definitely if you do, there's a lot of great content on TV and on YouTube, a lot of great improvers. Also, we're pretty close to Chicago, which is actually the birthplace of improv.
Yeah.
So if you've got a free weekend, get a group together, some friends, go up to Chicago, see a show. It's really great.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the 3 of you have been on the team for 3 years. So in that amount of time, I'm sure you've got some funny stories. Anything you guys want to share?
Actually, our first year, just after we got on the team, Spoons for Forks actually has a few relics that only people on the team know about.
Sure.
And our former president, who was the president before we got on the team, still had a couple of them. And so we got asked to go on a couple-hour road trip up to her house to go and get them back. So we just surprised her in the middle of the night at her house and ended up, I think, stealing her hand soap.
And
Nice.
that too became a relic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And now all of our other relics are clean.
Great.
Also strawberry scented.
Perfect.
That's great.
That's what you want a relic to be. Casey, you have a story for us?
I don't know. There's just been a lot of really good moments where you felt like your team has your back. So improv, it's really easy to kind of feel like you're drowning sometimes, and then it's very cool to see your teammates either high five you after a terrible scene,
Sure.
or even kind of save you from a scene, or really help you and build you up in a scene. So it's been a really awesome experience.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite things that I found out about improv after joining the team was that really improv isn't about trying to be funny at all. It's just about making everybody else on stage with you look good. And so as long as you're doing everything you can by saying yes and, never denying anything they say, and just constantly acting like the thing they just said is the funniest and smartest thing that you've ever seen, then you're doing it right.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we have only a few weeks left of the semester. Do we have anything else coming up from you guys?
Our last show of the semester is going to be December 1st. Yeah.
December 1st. All
But
right.
then we'll have some more next semester too.
Sure.
So, yeah.
And you said around 4 a semester?
Yeah, about.
Cool. Sounds great. Well, we have to take a break, but when we come back, we'll be trying out our improv skills with John and Casey. Don't go anywhere.
Every year food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
Thinking about stealing someone else's work? Think twice. Plagiarism. It's not worth the risk.
Welcome back. We are back with Spoons for Forks members John and Case, and we're going to play an improv game with them called Rotate.
Yeah.
John, do you want to explain that game?
Absolutely. So it's a real basic game. Essentially, there's going to be 3 separate scenes happening at the same time. Well, not at the same time. We're going to switch between them.
Got it.
That's what's going to happen.
Got it.
And whenever the person in the back yells,
Rotate!
Now, you 2 up in front are going to be in your own scene until I yell, rotate. And now, Case and I are going to be in our own scene until you yell,
rotate.
And then it's going to come back to the first scene. And we'll just keep rotating through until each scene comes to a nice conclusion.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So that being said, can I get just any location? First one.
Bathtub.
Bathtub.
Cool. I just put this coat on for the first time in 3 years. What was in the pocket?
A bar chair.
I heard a rocking chair.
Just any strained relationship in your life.
Second uncle.
Second uncle.
Ooh, all right. All right, to review, mine is bathtub.
Second uncle.
Rocking chair.
Perfect. Mom, I don't want to take a bath tonight.
You know what I said. You gotta be clean if you want to go to school in the morning.
I know. Ever since Jeffrey stopped taking baths, they won't let him into class.
Yeah, and you don't want that to happen.
No.
And I can't have 2 kids that happens to.
Yeah, my brother Jeffrey's sort of a loser now.
Yeah. So we're gonna get clean.
But Mom, do I have to?
No buts!
Rotate. This is a pretty nice rocking chair.
Would you like to buy it?
I'll think about it.
Okay, let me frame this to you in a very different way.
You have frames too?
In the back,
Oh.
but we're trying to get you to purchase this handmade rocking chair.
All right.
Okay, so first of all, do you like the color?
Could be darker.
Okay, we could paint it for you.
Oh.
We have a paint division and the whole 9. Let me run this by you.
All right.
What if I threw in those frames you're wanting
Ooh.
and a warranty?
Ooh.
You know how easy it is to break a rocking chair?
So easy.
Let me show you
Oh.
how easy it can be.
Rotate.
All right, Gerald, come here.
Are we doing this again?
Yes, son. I know I'm your second uncle. I want to know what I need to do to be your first.
Well, first off, you can stop peeling bananas. I think you're doing it wrong. Now look, just because you have the same name as all my other first uncles doesn't mean you're any less to me. Sure, I get you confused all the time on Facebook, but can you put down the banana,
Yeah,
please?
but you just really blew my mind with that.
Oh, okay. I know, it's a nice banana. It really is.
How do you peel it?
Oh, well, just like this. See, my first uncle, Jeffrey, told me.
Rotate. It's warm! It's sudsy! Get in it!
But I'm afraid of suds.
Has that been the whole problem the whole time?
Yes.
Okay, do you know what the suds are?
Evil, probably.
They're soap.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
just
key-
soap?
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Oh. Well, Mom, this drastically
Get out of
changes.
the tub!
Sure, all right, yeah. Look. Okay, I'm in the tub. It's not that evil, turns
Now,
out.
can you sit down in the tub?
That's where we run into another problem.
I have a possible solution. You don't like sitting, but you want to get clean, and we're apparently past the soap issue. Calm down. Can you pull the plug there? Yeah, just pull it straight up.
But plugs are also evil.
Rotate. Gerald, how the tables have turned.
I forgot that I was holding this banana.
Yes.
Also, we switched places.
We did. Can I have my banana back, son?
Sure, now that it's nicely peeled.
I do appreciate it. You are good for something.
This is why you got demoted to second, Uncle.
I followed you on Facebook. We're still friends, but I don't see any of your posts.
I can't tell you guys apart.
It's hard being a quintuplet son. All with the same name. And I'm somehow the second one.
Look, if you didn't want me to rank you, you shouldn't have been born at the same time.
Rotate. You broke in the chair.
What?
And you didn't get the warranty, so it looks like you're gonna have to buy it.
Ooh. Wait.
I'm shifty.
You are very shifty, sir.
Buy the chair. Buy the chair.
Wait.
Buy the chair.
It's speaking to me.
You have to pay to talk to it.
Ah, come on.
Fine. You got 5 minutes.
All right. It says it hates you.
You want a new home?
It says yes for free, but also after it's been reconstructed.
You can fix it or you can buy it.
Wait, do I get it if I fix it?
We'll talk.
Rotate.
Oh, how the tables have turned again.
I'm looking at my phone now that I handed you the banana in a previous scene.
Rotate.
And I was scrolling through Facebook.
All right, so we've remodeled the bath. Never mind, it's back. All right, we're gonna try a shower.
Oh, here we are.
Buy this chair.
No, okay, all right, fine.
Oh.
Fine.
All right.
All right, fine.
All right.
Do you take Toys R Us gift cards?
End scene.
Wow. Great job. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure to check out Spoons for Forks next semester and at their December 1st show. You won't want to miss it. John and Case, thank you guys so much for being on the show. And when we come back, we'll be with ONU Athletics Director Wendy Reed.
Got a quarter?
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the show. My next guest is the glue that holds the athletic teams here at ONU together. Please welcome the ONU Sports Information Director, Wendy Reed. Hi, Wendy.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, we're thrilled to have you. So, you're our Sports Information Director. What exactly does a Sports Information Director do?
Well, my primary responsibility is accuracy of stats, but I like to consider myself the marketing person to promote all of our athletes and our athletic department.
Okay. Well, apparently from what we've heard, you're pretty good at being a Sports Information Director. You recently received, let me make sure I get this right, the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference Sports Information Director of the Year for 2016-2017 season.
Yes.
What did you have to do to get such a prestigious honor?
Well, bribe the other ones, but also there's 14 of them, so we vote annually, and so
Yeah.
apparently they thought that I did all right this past year.
Well, great. Can you give us a quick summary of ONU athletics that have gone on so far this semester?
Sure. This is our crazy crossover season. Our fall sports are finishing up. Our winter sports are starting. Right now we have our men's cross team is heading, and two of our girls are heading to nationals in Washington. Just found out the women's soccer team is heading to California for the opening round to play the Masters. Men's soccer is heading to Missouri to play Missouri Valley in the opening round. Our defending champion swimming teams are kicking off their season this weekend.
Wow.
And basketball plays, and it's just kind of crazy.
Great. So you have begun creating an ONU Tigers Athletics YouTube channel.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
The idea is do highlight reels for the seasons, those kinds of things, but also that we have a weekly talk show hosted by one of our football players, Patrick Ulrich.
Okay.
He's interning for me. It's called Fly on the Wall. He sits down with some of our athletes or coaches in the locker rooms and talks to them just to get to know them and their perspective on this coming week kind of things.
So we've heard that there may be a new mascot coming to make an appearance with Toby the Tiger. Can you tell us anything about him or her?
Toby's sister, Tina, made her debut at homecoming a couple weeks ago. Great response from everyone. She is not always in town, so she will only make occasional appearances, but it gives us a nice touch of the girl side of our tiger.
Sure. Thank you so much for coming, Wendy. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
That's all for us tonight, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you soon. Good night from Olivet.